The Red Fort in Delhi is not just a symbol of Indian identity, but it has been a witness to many historic events which have completely changed the face of the nation. On January 26, 2021, a violence shook the national capital and the Red Fort. During the farmers' protest, some miscreants entered the historic venue and hoisted a flag other than the tricolour. It is a tradition that every year on Independence Day, the Prime Minister hoists the tricolour at this very place. Red Fort is not just a building, but it is a marvelous piece of architecture. Thanks to its architecture, it was declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2007. Do you know about the history of the Red Fort? If you don't, let us tell you. The Red Fort was built by Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan in 1638 after 10 years of work. During the Mughal reign, their capital was Agra, but Shah Jahan decided to name Delhi as his capital and built the Red Fort there. Initially, some parts of the fort were white, but as the shine of the fort began to fade away, the British painted it red during their rule. During Shah Jahan and Aurangzeb's rule, the status of the Red Fort was at its peak. But as the Mughals lost their control, the popularity of the Red Fort also decreased. The reason behind this was that a lot of money was spent only on the maintenance of the fort. In the year 1739, Nadir Shah defeated the Mughals and captured the Red Fort, and the Mughal kings continued to live in the Red Fort. After being under the Mughal control for over 200 years, the Red Fort also witnessed the British rule. The Red Fort played an important role in the rebellion of 1857. The Red Fort remained in the center of politics under the leadership of Mughal Emperor Bahadur Shah Zafar. But when the 1857 rebellion failed, the British imprisoned Shah Zafar and completely occupied the Red Fort. Even today, there is a museum inside the fort where some things related to Indian history have been preserved. After India became an independent nation, the British flag was removed from the Red Fort and the tricolour was hoisted, and this again was seen as establishing the Red Fort as the centre of power. The country's first Prime Minister, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, hoisted the national flag from the Red Fort. Ever since, on every Independence Day, the Prime Minister hoists the tricolour at the Red Fort and then addresses the nation.